Welcome to Legend Match Recap. I'm Chris Powers. As the world prepares for football's biggest stage, this tournament carries more than just competition. It carries the weight of an era, the biggest World Cup ever, and the last for its greatest players. 2026 changes everything. This is not just another World Cup. It is the largest tournament football has ever attempted. 48 teams, 104 matches, and a stage stretched across an entire continent, from the west coast of the United States to the altitude of Mexico City to the stadiums of Canada. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is not defined by one host nation, but by movement, scale, and endurance. And within that scale lies something more personal, because this tournament is not only about expansion, it is about transition. For the last 2 decades, the global game has been shaped by a generation that redefined excellence. Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Luka Modric, Son Heung-min, players who did not simply compete, but controlled eras. And now, as this tournament approaches, we are no longer asking how great they are. We are asking one final question: how do they leave the stage? Argentina arrives as defending champion, but not as a settled force. Their preparation has been uneven. High-level friendlies have fallen through. Key rhythm-building matches, including a potential finalissima, never materialized. And that creates a subtle but critical issue, because international tournaments are not only about quality, they are about timing, cohesion, sharpness, match tempo. And Argentina may arrive with questions not about talent, but about readiness. Brazil, meanwhile, enters a different kind of transition. For years, their system revolved around Neymar, a central creative axis connecting midfield to attack. Now that structure is gone. In its place, a more fluid, less predictable system is emerging. Vinicius Jr. becomes the primary outlet in transition. Rodrigo operates between defensive lines. This is not a weaker Brazil, but it is a different Brazil. And in tournament football, identity matters as much as ability. In Europe, the picture is more defined. England, under Thomas Tuchel, has built something structurally clear. 6 qualifying matches, 6 wins, 0 goals conceded. This is not just form, it is system control, defensive compactness, positional discipline. And within that structure, a key dynamic: Harry Kane dropping deeper, drawing defenders out of position, while Jude Bellingham attacks the space that opens behind. It is controlled, deliberate, and highly repeatable. The kind of system designed not just to win matches, but to survive tournaments. Spain, by contrast, represents continuity through evolution. A new generation, led by Lamine Yamal, is not replacing identity but reshaping it. Possession remains central, but now it is faster, more direct, less predictable. This is not the Spain of control for control's sake. This is control with intent. Across the Atlantic, the host nations face a different challenge: not how to qualify, but how to manage the environment. The United States has approached this as a logistical problem to solve. A West Coast base camp, minimal travel, controlled recovery cycles. Because in a tournament of this size, geography becomes a competitive factor. Fatigue is not just physical. It is accumulated through distance, disruption, and time. And the teams that manage it best may gain advantages that never appear on a stat sheet. Mexico carries a different weight. They will open the tournament at Estadio Azteca, one of football's most historic venues. And with that comes expectation, not tactical, not structural, but emotional. And how a team manages that energy often determines how they begin a tournament. Beyond the traditional powers, the global balance continues to shift. Africa arrives with a record 9 teams. Morocco, semi-finalists in 2022, has not slowed down. Their qualifying campaign was nearly flawless. 22 goals scored, only 2 conceded. But the numbers tell only part of the story. Because what defines Morocco is not output. It is structure, a disciplined high press, compact defensive lines, and a fullback, Achraf Hakimi, who connects both phases of play. They do not overwhelm opponents, they control them. In Asia, South Korea enters with clarity of purpose. This is likely the final World Cup for Son Heung-min, and the team is built around that reality. Not just tactically, but psychologically, because tournaments often turn on moments, and moments often belong to players who understand their timing. And then, there is Portugal, a team not in decline, but in adjustment. Cristiano Ronaldo is still present, still influential, but no longer guaranteed. Manager Roberto Martinez has introduced flexibility into the system: rotation, variation, tactical options. And within that, a new variable emerges: Gonzalo Ramos, a forward who offers vertical movement, penalty area presence, and a different tempo. Portugal is not moving away from Ronaldo. They are learning how to function beyond him. These are the pressure points. The small shifts that define large outcomes, preparation gaps, system changes, role adjustments. Because World Cups are not won on reputation, they are won on execution, under conditions that no club season can replicate. And as we look ahead, a new group begins to take shape. Not as future players, but as present contributors. Lamine Yamal for Spain, Cole Palmer for England, Mohamed Amoura for Algeria. Players who are not waiting for the next cycle, they are entering this one. And that creates a unique overlap, where one generation exits, while another arrives before the door fully closes. All of this leads to one destination, MetLife Stadium, New York, New Jersey, the final. And when we reach that moment, the question will not simply be who is there, but how they got there. If Argentina returns, it will mean they solved their preparation issues and found rhythm when it mattered most. If a European side, like France or England, lifts the trophy, it will confirm the strength of structured systems, youth integration, and physical consistency. But beyond the winner, this tournament carries a broader implication. Because this is the first World Cup of its kind, 48 teams, expanded access, global representation at its highest level. So the final question is not tactical, it is structural. Does expansion dilute the competition, or does it reveal something deeper? That the global game has grown, not just wider, but stronger. And as the world arrives across North America, across cities, climates, and cultures, one thing becomes clear. This World Cup is not just about lifting a trophy, it is about defining an era. And when the final whistle blows at MetLife, we will not only know who won the tournament, we will understand where the game is going next.